Butler, the guy who knocked it down from deep, a couple of back-to-back threes in the fourth quarter to put this game away.
The meaning in the game at that moment.
I mean, I take what the game gives me majority of the time. Sometimes I force it and take some bad shots. But in the end, my teammates, my coach was like, don't lose this game, win it for us. And that's what I was thinking. Make the right play, and in those two possessions, it was a pull-up three.
And we looked at the depth and talent of this team. It wasn't just you, it was Goran with a big game, it was Bam filling the box score, and it was that rookie kid Tyler Hero on his playoff debut having a moment. What's it like that it could be collective, even if you have to be finisher, that it could be everyone with you?
No, I love it. Goran was stinky in the first half too. He admitted it to me, but he came out in the second half killing, being the Dragon who we need him to be. Tyler has been phenomenal all year long, and we all know what Bam brings to the table. I've said this over and over again. Bam is the heart and soul behind his team. When he's playing at a high level, it's going to be tough for anybody to beat us.
Anthony Chang.
Hey, Jimmy, that closing line you guys used today with yourself, Bam, Iggy, Goran, and Tyler, I never played together before today. What works so well with that combination, and kind of how hard is it to go out there in a moment like that where you guys haven't played together in a game and make it work?
Basketball is easy. Just because it's a lineup that we haven't played before doesn't mean that those 5 guys don't know how to play together. I think everybody knows where the ball has to be and where the ball needs to go. Everybody's comfortable with anybody taking in. Great offensive players, great defensive players, decision makers, shooting, all of the above. So I like that lineup, but that doesn't mean that that'll be the closing lineup in game 2.
Cooper Moorhead.
Jimmy, the team has been a little up and down, clutch minutes over the course of the regular season, but you had consistently been a playmaker, and you seemed like you were spending a lot of time empowering other guys to make shots. Were you kind of feeling out how the team performed in those minutes during the regular season, knowing you could always get your shot when you needed to?
I'm comfortable with my teammates taking any shot in the clutch. I need these guys to realize that you just got to play basketball. I understand that it's the playoffs. People put a little bit more emphasis on these games, but you've been doing this all year long. My job is to feed those guys confidence because we need them. We need Duncan to continually shoot the ball. We need Tyler to continually hoop the way he's been doing. If K-Nunn get in there, the same thing. My job is to just feed them confidence and let them know that I can't do it without them, Bam can't do it without them, the Miami Heat can't do it without them.
Ryan Mahoney.
Jimmy, one play, there's a kind of picture floating on the internet where it looks like you're actually talking to the fans in the game here. What was that? It looked like it was after the steal and dunk. Were you actually doing that? And if so, what were you saying?
Nah, one of those silly coaches was yapping at me for some reason, and that's what that was. It was, why are you talking to me? But it wasn't to the fans. I wish it was. It wasn't to anybody but that coach that decided to say whatever he decided to say to me. Luckily, he had on a mask, so I just heard him mumbling through his mask at me.
Clay Ferraro.
Hey Jimmy, we were talking to Bam a second ago, and he said that if we heard what you and he were saying to each other during the game, that we would think you guys are mad at each other, but that it comes from a place of brotherhood. And what's it like to have someone that perhaps previous teammates didn't understand, that when you had that level of communication, that it was coming from a place of love?
I think everybody here knows what I want, and that's to win. I know what Bam wants, and that's to win. So whenever we see something, when somebody's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, it's quick. You get to the point and you get it out the way. And here, that's how we handle everything. We don't beat around the bush and go tell somebody to tell somebody. You go right to that person, you say it, and it's over with. So we had a moment, but that's okay. We fixed it, and we move on from it.
All right, Jimmy, that's it. Thank you, sir.
Peace. PSG won. Shout out to Nate.
And we haven't said Jimmy's name without TJ Warren's in the days leading up to this series, and he's addressing the media now.
TJ, it looks like you guys had him there where you wanted him, despite Victor getting hurt and Aaron Holiday's foul trouble. What do you think changed, or what would allow you guys to close?
They executed. They capitalized on our mistakes late in the game, and they was hitting shots. We had a couple of defensive mistakes, and they made us pay. So we just got to regroup and get ready for game 2. It's a long series.
Next question, Scott.
And TJ, how did kind of the feel of the game, the atmosphere compare to the seeding round? Was there a feeling of greater intensity or not so much?
Yeah, I mean, it was more intense. Possessions really got to value all our possessions more. Definitely a different type of physical game. My first time in the playoffs, so it was definitely a new experience for me, and I can't even wait for game 2. So just gotta lock in, watch some film, and get ready for the next one.
Kevin Brockwood.
Throughout the game, was that a little frustrating in how to handle that in terms of the defensive attention, and how do you feel like you kind of handle some of the games throughout Dragon?
Can you say it again, please? Sorry.
Just the number of double and triple teams you faced throughout the game. How do you feel like you handled that throughout the game?
Yeah, I was expecting some double teams. A lot of people kind of crowd me whenever I get the ball. Just got to take my time and kind of like survey the defense and see where my teammates are at, and kind of just make plays. If they're going to put 2 or 3 on me, just got to be able to be that playmaker and get guys open looks.
DJ, it felt like the offense just was slower paced, and you guys had a lot of shots later in the shot clock in the fourth quarter. What do you think was the reason for that, or what into slowing you guys down like that?
I think it was rushing a little bit. Just got to keep moving on the weak side, kind of just keep the ball moving. And it's contagious when we keep moving that ball, so we just got to be able to get stops for us to get out in transition, to get easy buckets. But like I said before, just got to regroup, watch film, see what we made mistakes on, and be better next game.
DJ, you obviously went through it a little bit earlier in the year, but if Victor has to miss any time, what changes the most for you guys on both ends of the floor?
Next man up. When Vic went down, it's tough to see. Got to check on him, see if he's all right. But guys, they've been in and out the lineup all year, so just the next man up mentality for us. And guys are used to it, so we just got to be able to be ready to step up if Vic is not able to go. But hopefully he is.
And last question, Jay Michael. Hey, TJ, it looks like when you were in isolation against Butler, shots are tougher to come by, or at least good ones. Do you feel it's better when you're on the move? Do you feel you can be more effective? Because it looks like when you get off the ball and catch and go, that you're in a little bit better rhythm.
Yeah, Miami, they got a good defensive scheme where their guys are kind of just shading my way whenever I get the ball. Or whether I drive baseline, there's always, I see 2 or 3 defenders every time I get it. So just got to be better and really see what the defense is going to give me, and just, like I said before, just keep moving. Get out and run and just set flare screens and get myself open for the next man to get a shot, and just got to be that playmaker.
Thank you, TJ. Appreciate it.
Thank you. I'm good. How about yourself?
The Heat take the 1-game series lead over the Pacers in this first-round matchup. The final score 113-101. Goran Butler and I will look ahead to Game 2 after the break.